Be around people who have that grow together mentality, that collaboration over competition mentality, the I want for my brother what I want for myself mentality, the I am because we are because I am mentality. That mentality to know that you have a brotherhood or a sisterhood of individuals who's like-minded, who also believe and also know that we can get further together than we can apart. Those people that understand that they're not self-made, they're team-made, because every good team won a championship. Nobody, you can't call for team plays and call for isolation plays at the same time. You want to have a team around you of like-minded people that's going to be pushing forward in the same direction, who have the same mentality, to know that we can get together, support each other by even sharing each other content, cross-networking each other's market, that understand that you have a market, I have a market, they have a market, and then we put this together, then that means we are cross-marketing our own stuff, right? You cross-pollinating your own markets with your brothers or your sisters or the group or your circle. See, out of my circle all the time. And inside of the circle of success, we all have individual businesses. We all have different businesses, right? From speaking to credit to real estate to, recording studios, boutiques and so forth. So it's a lot of different businesses, and we learn to diversify our portfolios in a lot of different avenues, and then there's, this is how we cross-pollinate. This is how we leverage other people's audience. We use each other, but we don't misuse each other. So you got to be around the right people that's actually going to have that mindset. So again, be around, and this is saying you are the sum of the 5 people that you place in your presence. I am responsible for the places that I place myself into. I am responsible for those places. I'm responsible for the things that I do. I got to realize that I have brothers that I sometimes want to pop off on the internet when people get out of pocket, but I got to remember that, my brother's not into all of this drama. So I've got to have foresight and wherewithal and have discernment to say that I can't do and say certain things, because I'm also responsible for my brothers in a way. My loyalty is, if that they don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. So if they block you, you're probably gonna get blocked from me. And this is the kind of loyalty that I have. I've always been instilled with this kind of loyalty. So sometimes it gets very hurtful when you deal with people who don't have that same amount of loyalty, right? When they don't have that same amount of vision and they don't have that same amount of belief in other people. But you're gonna see those gonna be the ones that's gonna fall. They're not gonna get too very far. You're gonna hear a lot about them quickly. You're gonna hear, then they're gonna disappear. They're gonna disappear because your relationships compound. If you are not building long-lasting relationships, and all relationships not gonna last forever, but I believe that you are like-minded and you have the same vision. Like these guys, I would hang out with these guys if we wasn't out to do any business together, because they just good people. They good brothers, right? And they lead with morals. They lead with a code of conduct. They lead with values of men, not values of little boys. See, little boys, they quit. Little boys want to be by themselves. You know what I mean? Little scared boys like to be by themselves. They so used to being by themselves. That's a person that likes to be by themselves and like, I can do it all by myself and I'm self-made. That's a scarcity mindset. That's a trauma response. That's a trauma response to something in life. I can't say what, but that's definitely absolutely a trauma response to say I'm gonna do everything by myself, because you can't name one team that won a championship by themselves. You can't name one business got to do a Fortune 500 by themselves. You can't name one company that has been successful by themselves. Absolutely not. There's teams that's been created around that business, and then they created systems around that team. So we don't deal with that over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want that energy around me. I don't deal with them type of people. That ain't how I move. So again, be around people who have that let's grow together mentality. That's when you start to win.